Jan, we're so excited for your upcoming workshop on October the 21st. And I hear you're excited about being back in the Dallas area.
Well, yeah, I feel like I've been going in and out of Dallas for the last 30 years, speaking to different communities, whether groups of writers, groups of new thought communities. It's hard to remember because I'm always on a plane going somewhere. Dallas, Fort Worth is like a big memory for me. I do know that that's a thriving community of highly conscious people, and they want to be involved in this dialogue. So, and let people know certainly that there's something live and consequential happening at this event.
Jan, why is no ordinary time so important today?
You know, somebody once said to me, I love your book, No Time for Ordinary. And I just howled because that wasn't the name of my book, but I said I should have called it that because it's no time for ordinary right now. And I think the benefit of the book, even though it was written like maybe 10 years ago, it's so pertinent now because it was a prophetic piece then. Yes. That's talking about the crisis we're in now. And I think that what happens is spiritual awareness transforms into creative action, transforms into cultural communities changing how they look at things, transforms into us being a higher-minded people, committed to what's required at this hour, which is many myriad of things, but primarily our attention to this planet is calling for all of us to be actively engaged. And so the event that we're going to be co-creating and presenting to people will offer them a way to see how it works, that what we're spiritually inquiring into is the very world, the very experience that we're actively creating, that we're agents of creation. You know, people have been singing for all our lives around campfires, he's got the whole world in his hands. But now, since we've created the mess we're in, and we've created the ability to destroy ourselves with nuclear weapons, we can't say somebody's going to come and rescue us. We've got the whole world in our hands. And it's time to acknowledge that, time to piece together how does it happen that we're actually particles of the energy wave, right? That we're actually the embodiment of the divine mystery. And that's what we celebrate in our New Thought communities. We're not yelling out for help from afar. We're saying we're the embodied mystery. We're the ones having the experience through our five senses. We're the particle version that can be seen, where the wave version can't be seen, but it's all the same energy. And so there's nothing understandable about that. It's a divine mystery. We can't draw a picture of it, but we can understand it because in our spiritual practices every day, we have the experience of being one with that thing we used to pray to. So we're on this evolutionary spiral. It's a metaphysical experience, it's a physical, it's a biological experience. And I think that the New Thought community is the cutting edge of change because we work on language, because we work on being aware of our thoughts, knowing our thoughts become our words, which become the lives that we live 3 days later. So I think it's incumbent upon us to perfect the language of the tribe, to come together every once in a while and say phrases that might work. simplify the concepts in a way that we can explain it to an 8-year-old. And that's what's going to happen, at least during my portion of this renewal event, that we will all be moved in the direction of simplifying the complex, unifying the polarities, and understanding that when we get our heart's desire to move towards the thing that most breaks our heart, we get clues as to what's the next step for us.
So for those who are coming from different faith traditions, as we come together, how would you invite them to come?
This is an opportunity to see the distinction between religion and faith. And religion is that set of doctrines, it's the codified information, it's the books, it's the material thing, it's the menu. And faith is the thing that we create out of our own spiritual commitments. That's the living thing. It's the meal. It's the music. Faith. It's the living thing, where religion is the menu or the score. So it's an opportunity for us to figure out what we need to let go of in terms of beliefs in order to become that spiritual force, that light in the world that we're here to be. It's time now to let go of anything that insults our souls and that keeps us from being the great force that we entered this planet to be. You'll love it.
Yes.
In addition to the workshop on Saturday, October 21st, Jan has graciously offered a service of worship called A Celebration of Commitment and Community. Where do we go from here? On Sunday, October 22nd at 9 a.m. at Grace United Methodist Church. Add it to your calendar.
How do you make church in a way that's relevant to the circles we belong to today?
Yes.
How do you make church? It's not about Jesus. It's not about Buddha. It just incorporates everything we know about the mess we're in, and it activates us to solve things and to be spiritual warriors and creative agents. That's and racially aware, socially responsible. That's the kind of church we want to commit to.
Friends, we hope you've been inspired by Jan's invitation and snippets of what our workshop will be like. Space is limited. You will want to get your tickets today. And we are grateful for our sponsors, the Open Window, Grace United Methodist Church, and Retreat House Spirituality Center.
That we may hear your words emerge, that we may know the fruit of your spirit, transforming hearts, embracing